It's Jenny J, 1911. Well, it's great to see everybody. We had some really early birds tonight. Very impressive. Um, and I just checked out my poll that I posted on YouTube, my date night poll. So far, we've had 22 votes. So that's pretty cool. So as you can tell, the inspiration for my poll tonight was this. So we were out at Gateway tonight, and for anybody that doesn't know, Gateway Gun Club is the place where we do range safety officer stuff, and we have some friends out there. Gateway Gun Club is our friend, and we love all the people that work out there. So anyway, they always have really great targets. They don't just do silhouette targets, and they have very unique targets. So this is one target that they've had for a couple of weeks. And I thought, you know what? It would be really cool. We could do a little spin on this. And so this was the inspiration for my poll tonight, date night at the range. So the whole point of this, I'll move to the side. The whole point of this target is for you to go out to the range and you're going to shoot, and whichever one gets the most shots is the next step for your date. So as you can see, you have dinner, drinks, shopping, home, or romance. So knowing that all of my subscribers and viewers are such excellent shots, I know that you guys would deliberately shoot one of those boxes. And so that's why I was curious. I thought, you know what, I'm going to do a poll because that'll kind of give me a little insight as to which box you'd really be aiming for. So, so I wanted to go over and check that out right now at 22 votes. Let me refresh my page, make sure we didn't get any more votes in the meantime while I've been talking. Oh, we did. So now we're up to 23 votes. For 23 votes, we've had dinner got 48%. That seems to be the big winner so far, is dinner. So you're going to go out to the range. You're going to impress your date with your shooting skills, and then you're going to take them to dinner. So that's nice. I hope it's a good dinner, not just a, subpar dinner. If you impress with your shooting skills, you need to impress with your dinner selection too. Second, the second place so far at 35% is romance. Nothing says romance like shooting guns, right? I think shooting guns is romance. I mean, what's not romantic about shooting guns? And then drinks, 13%. I'm really glad that you guys are shooting and then having drinks. And then home, 4%. I don't know if you guys are thinking homebodies, like you're going to be bored with your date. You're just going to go home and maybe home means you're going home to watch Jenny J 1911 on YouTube. I don't know. Could be an option. And nobody wants to go shopping. Now, like I told my husband earlier, I didn't specify what kind of shopping, but I would think shopping could include gun shopping, ammo shopping, reloading supply shopping. Could be any of those, right? I mean, to me, that's shopping. I'm not a big go clothes shopping or go makeup shopping or jewelry shopping or whatever. Shopping for me is more like fun stuff, like gun shopping and anything related to that. So yeah, so there we go. We'll check in with our poll before the end of the night, but we'll see how we end up, how we fare after our date night together here. I wish we could have all gone shooting together. That would have been a lot of fun. Unfortunately, when we're doing lives, we can't even show a GUN. But So there's no way we could ever do a live range date night or anything, but I don't know. I'm still aiming for that NRA shoot together thing next year in Indy. So we'll have to see what we can all work toward. It's a goal, right? Goals are good. I want to give a little shout out to my members, my awesome members. So some of you have noticed that I have memberships now on my YouTube, and I don't know. I don't understand the whole thing, but whatever. People are becoming members, and so big, huge thanks to MCF, who has recently upgraded to the Auto Drive membership, and yay for that. And then Cowboy Jeff 1911 was my very first member. Cowboy Jeff, who added 1911 at my request, which was so sweet, is a progressive stage member. Can you all tell what my membership theme is? Ta-da! Reloading. So, yep, I love my reloading. What can I say? Always sitting right here next to my press. You can hear my handle. Here's my got my wrench set right here, ready to do. Here's some Allen wrenches. Just ready to work. Speaking of reloading, so I have to show you guys. Here it is. I don't think this is illegal. I don't think I'll get kicked off for this, hopefully, in a live. It's just a box. It's an empty box. So this is our beautiful box of Federal primers. Check that baby out. Large pistol primers. Oh my gosh. I was so excited last night when we got this. Because, really the only thing that I'm shooting right now is my 45 ACP, my 1911. And so we have mixed brass for that. We have some small primers, some large primers. And so we've primarily just been using small primers. And I still have, I don't know, I've got more large primers, but to go somewhere and actually get an entire brick. So we walked in last night to go to my trap meet, and that's out at Gateway Gun Club. And of course, we spent a lot of time out there, and we walk in, and Les, my buddy Les, he saw my husband walk in, and he said, "Hey, you want some large pistol primers?" And my husband goes, "Let me go check with the boss." And so, of course, so I was over on the trap and skeet side, and he came over and he said, "They have large pistol primers. Do you want me to pick up a brick?" Well, of course. So he picked up a brick of these large pistol primers. They were, I think, a pretty good deal. I'm sure you're all going to want to know how much they cost. They were $75 for this brick. So considering if you were to buy a brick of primers online right now, and you're probably going to pay about what I've been seeing is about $60 for a brick, then you have your hazmat fee that you're going to have to pay and your shipping. So when we got there last night, they had 7 or 8 bricks of these large pistol primers. Okay. My trap meet took, by the time we shot the breeze and stuff like that, we stood around and talked a little bit. I'd say we were out there for less than an hour. We went back into the indoor part of the range. They were down to 1 brick. So out of 7, and we bought 1. Okay. That means in less than an hour, people came in and bought 5 bricks. What does that tell you? And this is not like, this is not typical for them to have bricks of primers like this in there. So it's not like people just go in casually looking for primers there. So tonight when we went back out to Gateway, they still had one brick of these that one brick of large pistol primers left. And I said, Les, you still have that one brick of primers left? He said, yeah, I can't believe it. And I said, I actually told my subscribers about it last night, and I guess I just made a post with a picture, and I said, I can't believe that one of them didn't like try to call or make a road trip. I don't know. So it was so funny because, you don't just see bricks of primers, and especially for, a small business like that. I mean, they're a small business. It's not like they're, a big box store. They're not Midway. They're not Brownells, they're not Shields, whatever. They are, just a normal little range and gun shop, just doing their thing in the community. And so, yeah, so I was just super excited for that. And I knew you guys would be excited for me too. So, but this is how much I love all of you. I'm not reloading tonight, even though I have plenty of stock and components to do so. And another thing, they have a ton of powder out there. And I know a lot of people have asked about getting powder. Gateway has a ton of powder. And so we actually took a picture of that. I'll have to post that later on YouTube. I'll post it just like I posted that picture last night of the primers. So you guys can see all the different kinds of powder that they have, but it's pretty good selection. So, all right. So I am, MCF says that he's waiting for me to tell you guys that Gateway donated this to my channel to give away. I don't know about that, but that would actually be cool. I don't know, but I will tell you, Gateway, they've been very good to us, and they're continuing to be very good to us. So there's going to be some good partnership there in the future. And don't you hate it when you're drinking and water and your ice is all clumped up and you drink and it kind of like, smacks you in the face? I know. Those are big problems to have, right? So, all right. I am going to be going back up here, all the way back up. We got so many comments tonight. So I kind of want to give some shout out. I saw one of you guys said, roll call will be starting soon, which is kind of funny because, that's a teacher thing. So I do kind of do roll call, I guess, but I only say the names of the people who are here, unless there are people like that I'm sorely missing, like, Critter. But I think I did see Critter's name as I just scrolled through. So, but I do notice when you guys aren't here that are usually here. And so, one person I haven't seen in a while is Walter Bunning. So if anybody happens to see Walter Bunning, give me a shout and let me know. Cause last I heard from him, he was still in the hospital, and learning how to get around again after his bike accident. So, all right. So anyway, it looks like Reese got the official first post that I can see. I know that somebody had come on here earlier and tried to like sit in here a few hours ago. We were actually walking into the into our local Mexican restaurant for dinner. And I was like, there are people logging in already just to try to get a front row seat. You guys are overachievers. This is how I know you guys are probably all really good shots, because you are competitive. You're competitive not just with each other, but with yourselves, right? So you're always trying to one up yourself and better yourself. So That's good. That's a good thing. That's a good thing, I think. So we've got Reese here tonight. We've got Stephen Hall. Michael Dunn is here. Let's see. MCF is here. And MCF, yep, I know. I'm hoping we can bust that too. That'd be really cool. I will tell you a little bit more about the trap shooting MCF. That's on my list. You know, so MCF actually made a comment on one of my videos today about not using cue cards and stuff, but I do periodically. I'm a list girl. I do like lists, and I'm the girl that'll go to the grocery store with a list. And even though there's only one thing left on the list and I get it and I put it in the cart, I still have to cross that last thing off because I guess maybe it's a little bit my OCD. If not all the things are crossed off, it just drives me crazy. So yeah. So anyway, yes, I do make a list. I have note cards that I, have plenty of stuff tonight I plan to talk about. And I like to be prepared. What can I say? So MCF also says that over and under that I was shooting was beautiful. So yeah, the over and under that I was shooting, probably the one that you saw was the Browning 725. So what I shot last night actually was really, really cool. I actually shot the Browning Satori last night. And so Tom, who is the owner at Gateway, Tom was working behind the counter last night. And I said, okay, Tom, week 1, I tried the 725 and I hurt my neck. And then week 2, I tried the 1100 and I got a black eye. And then week 3, one of my teammates said, here, borrow my Mossberg and I'll shoot the 725. So I shot his Mossberg last week. I didn't get a stiff neck. I didn't get a black eye, and I didn't shoot very well. So I was like, okay, maybe that's not the gun for me either. So last night I went into Tom and I said, Tom, I said, the last gun you let me use was that 1100. He said, yep. Did you get a black eye? I said, how did you know? And he said, I just know these things. And I said, okay. He goes, well, that happens to a lot of people actually, because it has the Monte Carlo stock. Now, being that I don't know that much about shotguns, I was like, okay, explain to me, what is a Monte Carlo stock? And he explained how the Monte Carlo stock is higher, has a higher rise on it. And so he said, okay, here, try this Satori. So he brought a Satori out to me. He said, shoulder it. So I shouldered it and he said, nope, give it back. And he took it back from me and I said, what's wrong with it? And he said, that also has Monte Carlo stock. And he said, I could see by the way it was touching your face, you would have got a black eye. And I was like, okay. So he said, hang on. So he went back into their gun room and he brought out the Satori. I think it was a CSX and no Monte Carlo stock. And I shouldered that and I was like, oh, hey, this feels really good. So took it out to the trap field and I got ready to shoot. And I shot, so out of my first week of shooting, I shot out of 50. So 2 rounds, 25 out of 50. I had 15. And then let's see, the second week I had, I think, maybe 19. And then the last week it was about 15 or 16 again. I had gone back down. And then last night, out of 50, I got 25. So, you know what? Normally I wouldn't be happy with 50%, but here's the other thing. Here's the other part of this. So, there were birds that, and anybody that's shot, trap, or skeet, you know what I'm talking about. You hit that bird, and you know that bird is going one direction, and then it veers off. So you know you've hit it, but you didn't chip it, or you didn't break it, I guess. So I had a lot of those last night, like a lot. And so the only ones, I broke 25 birds. So I was very happy with that. I was very proud of myself. I felt good. And especially knowing that, I had birds that I did hit and they didn't count. And, I was super happy. So now I think I'm going to go out maybe this weekend again and shoot that Satori and get a little more time with it. And, not in a league night situation, just some time out on the range with it and just see what I think, kind of take things slow, get to know it, and just see how it does for me. So, I'd be interested to hear if you guys have shot a Satori CSX. I'm sure that you have. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've heard some of you suggest the Satori to me before. So, Michael Dunn, to answer your question, no, not another black eye. As you can see, no black eyes. I could have tried to cover it up with makeup, but you would be able to see the puffiness. I do actually, in all honesty, I do still have a little tiny bump right here. I can feel it under my fingertip, but it's all good. No discoloration. It's all good. All right. So Michael Dunn is here. Let's see. We've said Reese. MCF really wants to get me over 1900 tonight. I'm with you. Cowboy Jeff just got a new 6-shooter. And let's see, what one word, Smith & Wesson revolvers. And MCF says that's like 4 words. That's true. But yes, I would shoot any Smith & Wesson revolver. I mean, oh my gosh, such a revolver girl. But like I said before, Jenny J revolver just doesn't quite have the same ring to it. So, Michael Dunn says, I got another piece of the puzzle today in the mail. Ooh, I can't wait to finish my first puzzle, LOL. Michael Dunn, I think I know what you might be talking about. So I live in a really weird, in a good way, let me just preface that. I live in a community where we have like community mail centers. We don't have mailboxes at our houses. And so I have to go to this basically post office to pick the mail up. And so I only get there about once a week. And so sometimes when I know, somebody is sending me something, it drives me crazy because I'm like, I want to go every day, but I don't go every day because I just don't. But anyway, I'm kind of thinking Michael Dunn might be insinuating something about getting another piece of the puzzle in mail today. So I don't know. We'll see. So I'm going to go check my mailbox tomorrow and see if I got a piece of the puzzle in the mailbox too. So Reese says he is a Sturm and Ruger fan. I am too. I love Sturm and Ruger, and they're great company. I do love, we have the, we have the Ruger Blackhawk. Love shooting that. That's a 357 with a convertible cylinder to 9mm. So that's pretty cool that you have that option. Let's see. MCF says, of course, if you live in California, a 6-shooter could be a Glock, what with their high capacity magazine bands. Yeah. Yes, very true. Wiley Thompson is here. Great to see you. Reese, I wish you still had your Super Black Hawk too. That'd be awesome. It's a great, all the Black Hawks are great to shoot. Carter Haywood, great to see you. A lot of you will remember that Mr. Haywood was one of my students, and he was on a couple weeks ago, and you guys were talking to him, and he was sharing, I think if I remember right, Carter has a Ruger. Like a 22 maybe, if my memory serves me correctly. So Brian's Custom Canvas is here. Good to see you. Affordable Armory, good to see you. Affordable Armory apparently has, whichever way I have to go, this target at his range, so that's pretty cool. Affordable Armory, have you actually shot this target yet? I haven't actually. Reese says dinner kind of looks like Whataburger. Yeah, it does. Oh, that's right. So when we were in Houston for NRA, we did go. I had my first and second trip to Whataburger. I don't remember. Do they have pizza there? I know they had like tacos and stuff. Kind of a very expansive menu for a burger joint. So I was actually pretty impressed. Mark, oh my gosh, you're so funny. You're the goddess of guns. Well, that would be, that'd be an okay title to have. I don't know if I'm really deserving of that, but but that'd be pretty impressive. Cowboy Jeff apparently is still shooting his 6-shooter with both eyes closed. Oh, Michael Dunn, you didn't see a poll? That's so weird. So I have to say, my friend and Chief Range Safety Officer, Dennis, who I mentioned from time to time on here, and also one of my instructors, I've had some awesome classes with him. So he asked me, I think last night when we were out at Gateway, he said, hey, you might want to check with your subscribers and see if any of them have gotten unsubscribed from your channel without unsubscribing. And he said that, I don't know if he actually had gotten unsubscribed or if he just wasn't seeing like the notifications or my stuff wasn't popping up for him. So he was kind of concerned, and he said, check with your subscribers and see what they have going on too, because I don't know, seems kind of weird, but that's not the first time that I've had people mention that they have issues with my stuff showing up on YouTube. So, I'm sure, with any social media platform, I'm sure there are glitches. I mean, honestly, I know that we also talk about things on this channel that some people may not necessarily approve of, but I do think, technology will just always have glitches. It just will. And so, maybe it's just that. I don't know. I'm ever the optimist. So MCF says that when he took the poll, he aimed for romance, but he ended up hitting do all the laundry, which he guesses is about the same thing. Well, I can definitely say that, laundry is kind of romantic when your significant other decides to do the laundry unexpectedly. Then it's like, oh, that's really nice. And actually, I have to give a little shout out to my hubby, because he does a very fair share of laundry, and usually I'll come upstairs and he'll be folding laundry, and I mean, how lucky am I? So that's pretty nice too. Treetop Outdoors, good to see you. Glad you're here. Critter did make it. I thought I had seen his name pop up. Reese says he loves the smell of napalm in the morning. Oh, Reese. Affordable Armory. Never eat after the range. Got to clean up first. Lead poisoning is a real thing. So I don't know if I mentioned this before. I did want to tell you guys, somebody had made a comment on the Missouri Bullet video, and I think it was actually on TikTok. I think it was somebody on TikTok, and they said, imagine all the lead poisoning that those employees are getting. Okay, so here's the thing, and I don't think that I talked about this, but Missouri Bullet, when I asked to see one of those lead bricks, we showed the pallet, one of the pallets of the lead bars that they have. And so as soon as I, took that, I just wanted to see how heavy it was. As soon as I hefted that, Josh said, the guy that was out there and doing the tour, he said, make sure you wash your hands. And I said, of course. And so I went into their bathroom to wash my hands, and they actually have de-lead soap, a big pump bottle of de-lead soap. And I was like, that's pretty cool. So I went back out and I said, wow, I'm really impressed that you have de-lead soap in your bathroom. And he said, well, yeah, we do. And he said, we also give our employees or offer our employees de-lead laundry detergent. And I thought, wow, that actually really makes sense. I mean, imagine, like, of course, working in that, around that stuff all day, would likely get lead dust on your clothes. And so I was like, oh, that's actually pretty cool. So, and then they also do have a ventilation system that helps, draw that stuff out too. So, it was just funny that person made that comment about, the employees all being, the lead exposure that they're receiving. And so I thought, I need to tell people that, this is what Missouri Bullet does. And I'm sure other companies who work with lead do the same kind of thing. So, yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was really, really cool. And one of those just little added touches that a small company is going to do. Let's see. Bending Ballistics is here. Good to see you. Michael Dunn, where is this so-called poll? And maybe you've already found it by now because I'm still way, way up on my comments, but I posted it on my YouTube channel. Maybe check, I don't know if I show a community tab. Maybe if you go to my YouTube, you'll see a community tab. It might be in there. Yeah, Brian's Custom Canvas says, hey, Jenny, I made it before the closing bell this time. Yeah, that's true. That is true. And Friday nights are fun because they're a little bit later. Less people have to get up and work in the morning. And so I don't know. And I kind of also like to try to get our West Coasters an opportunity to be on here just because, it's still really early. Even when I do the 8 o'clock, it's still early for them. And they're, wrapping up their day's activities, I guess. So, I don't know. Friday nights are kind of cool. And I know other channels, reloading channels and shooting channels do lives on Friday nights. So we try to do it a little bit later to not step on too many other toes and make sure that people can, balance going from one to the next to the next. So, let's see. Stephen Hall. Oh, Stephen Hall needs to find a fantastic lady who enjoys shooting also. Stephen Hall, I can tell you they're out there, and I agree. You need to find one of them too. So, if anybody knows of a good shooting woman for Stephen Hall, hook a brother up, right? If Jenny J 1911 YouTube can do nothing else, maybe we can be matchmakers. I don't know. Drew Bradley is here. Good to see you. Todd Gillison, great to see you. MCF wanted to know, where in the heck did I find 1,000 large pistol primers in Al Capone's vault next to Jimmy Hoffa's grave? Just about. Yeah, no, like I said, there's still one brick out there. Kent Owens, hey. Okay, Kent. Kent was very excited to see the primer box. Yes, and it's empty, just in case anybody wants to know or has any issue with me showing a box of primers on my channel. I'm such a rebel. Stephen Hall wants to know how many primers come in a box like this. So this is 1,000 primers. So if we open this up, I can actually show you. It shouldn't be. Get this open. I'll show you how these come. So maybe I will if they want to slide out. There we go. So they actually come in the smaller boxes like this. So there are 10 of these. There are 100 primers in here. And let's see. I don't know. It's okay. Yeah. So sometimes these boxes are taped just so they, don't slide open, but they just slide open and you can see there are the primers right in there. I'm not going to slide open any further because I don't want primers to bounce everywhere. And then you will all have to watch me pick primers up. And that is way worse than 52 card pickup. So we're not playing 1,000 primer pickup tonight. Not the game we're playing on date night. So although they could make that a box on the target, that would be something, right? So all right, I'm going to try to skip ahead. Hello, it's me is here. Great to see you. So now the puns can begin. Since the pun master is here. Let's see. Trying to get through. Hipparchus is here. Great to see you. So Brian's Custom Canvas just picked up new glasses today, and he's hoping now he can hit something. There's something to be said about being able to see your target. Who knew? I mean, I know that, so I wear contacts, and usually when I shoot, it's a little later in the day and my eyes have started to dry out. My contacts are getting dry. And when your contacts get dry, if any of you are contacts wearers, you will agree with me that your eyes get blurry. And so it doesn't help your shooting game very well when you have, dry contacts and blurry eyes. So, but I guess it's better than no contacts at all. So I would rather, make sure that I have, something like contacts in my eyes. Yes, it does match my press as well as my flags. Even matches my federal primer box. So MCF made the observation that my cup matches my press. That might have been on purpose. And if you notice my Jenny J 1911 hats, which I haven't heard from my hat guy yet, but he should be getting those all stitched up. I know he had to order the hats first. So once he gets those, he'll get them embroidered, and then they will be available to all of you. So yay. Yes, Cowboy Jeff says, my cup. Yep. This is Cowboy Jeff's cup because he likes secondhand slobber, I guess. And yes, Reese, it is water. I really am a water drinker. Like, I don't know, and Diet Coke. I do love my Diet Coke. So yeah. Michael Dunn says, there goes that vodka again. No. I'm not a huge vodka person. So I don't know. especially by itself. Yeah. Brian's custom canvas says that he saw me dribble when I was drinking. Let's see. Trying to get MCF says Friday night date night is like waiting for a Star Wars movie. Are you all dressed up like Jenny J 1911 too? Speaking of, oh my gosh, I have to share this story. So I don't know if Dennis is on here or not. But I have to share this story. So you all know how old I am. I don't mind telling you I'm 45. And I walk into Gateway tonight and Dennis is out there, and Les, who, told us about the primers last night. So we walk in and Dennis says, Jenny, I thought you were here a little bit ago, or something to that effect. And Les said, yeah, Dennis thought that a 60-year-old woman was you. I said, what? And so, of course, Les and Dennis are telling us this story. And I guess there was a lady, and you all know that I drive a Jeep Wrangler. And there was a lady that came in a Jeep Wrangler. She was wearing, I guess, shorts and a t-shirt. Apparently she's a retired school teacher, and she goes out and she shoots at Gateway. So, and Dennis was like, well, she looked just like you. She looked just like you. And I was like, so you thought I was a 60-year-old woman? And he was like, well, but she looked just like you. And so it was just funny because I was having a great time giving Dennis a hard time. And Dennis has been one of my biggest fans. He's so funny because when we're out at the range working or just hanging out, we don't really work, we just hang out. When we're out there hanging out, Dennis will invariably find a way to say to almost all of the customers that come out there, hey, do you know Jenny J 1911? Or he'll say, hey, do you watch YouTube? Well, this is Jenny J 1911. So Dennis is like, I had to tell you guys, when I first got these cups, I actually gave Dennis a cup. Like I took a cup out to Dennis and I said, you have been one of my biggest supporters. And he's just like a walking advertisement for Jenny J 1911. It's so funny because, he's always like, well, do you have a card? Can you give him a card? Do you have a card? You can give him a card. So yeah, he cracks me up, but I just had to give him a hard time tonight for confusing me with a 60-year-old woman. And I probably will continue to give him a hard time about that one. So Boogie Nights Vintage is here. Great to see you. It's so nice to see. It's like just a big group of friends getting together. It's always so nice to see all these familiar names. And then, we usually get a few new names in here, and that's always awesome because our group just keeps growing, and it just always makes me feel so special. So, Benning Ballistics asked if I've been shooting 12 gauge or 20 gauge. The answer is 12. I've been shooting 12 gauge. Echo's Reloading Chamber is here. Howdy, good to see you. Yeah. MCF is asking Brian's custom canvas if he's trying to make me into a raccoon. Yes. Are you? That's the question. Whose side are you on anyway? MCF is obviously on my side, Brian. Let's see. AR Gun 1776 is here. AR Gun 1776. Every time I have time to pop on to his show or his live, he always gives me the best shout out. And so turnabout's fair play. Huge shout out to AR Gun 1776. So it's so great to have you here. Oh, just going down through the names and Bending Ballistics. Oh, thank you. Bending Ballistics says be proud of the 50%, because I'm just learning and nobody gets it perfect every time. Just keep at it and you'll get there. Yay. Thank you. Yes, I agree. 50% in this kind of thing is good. Now, if I gave a student a math test, let's say, and it was about long division, and they got a 50% after we had been working on long division for 2 months, I probably wouldn't say it was a huge success, but I feel like my 50% last night was a huge success. So yeah. Mark Upshaw, great to see you here. Mark Upshaw says that I need to have my gun fitted. Yes, I know. Everybody says, because, I've got little short girly arms, and everybody's like, yeah, you're probably just going to have your gun fitted and like cut down, have the stock cut down. And, so yeah, I mean, we'll see. I'm not opposed to having that done. It'd just be easier to have one that just automatically fit me perfectly, like, I don't know, Cinderella's shoe. It would be nice, right? If I could just find one and just pop up somewhere. Drew Bradley. Wow, Drew Bradley, you are pumping my ego up. He says, those are pretty good numbers for being your first 2 matches. Most folks do not hit more than 4 to 5 of a 25 round game for their first attempts. Well done. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. See, I'll be honest. I mean, I actually was happy with those first tries too, because I went out there thinking I may not hit any of them. I mean, I just didn't know. I did not know what to expect. And so the fact that I even hit any, I was happy with. So I guess I'm easy to please. Oh, goodness. Mark Upshaw says, I see a Browning in your future. Yes, I know. I'm kind of thinking like, Browning Satori probably might not be a bad choice. And I've had a lot of people recommend the A400. So I haven't gotten to shoot one of them yet. If I get to shoot one, then, I might be like, okay, that might even be better. I don't know. I think it just is, everybody's different. Everybody has different needs and different preferences. Affordable Armory says, my second channel needs to be called Wheel Gun Jenny. Very true. And, I was talking to some people at work yesterday, and I said, I've been talking about getting a theme song, and I've told you guys this before. I'd really like to be able to use that Aerosmith song, Janie's Got a Gun, but change it to Jenny's Got a Gun. I mean, that would be pretty cool. So can you imagine? I would even be more than happy to just sing it myself if they would give me the rights for that. I mean, I could tweak the words a little bit and just say Jenny's got a gun. Why not, right? Okay, Michael Dunn. It's not my puzzle. He's building an AR. Okay. All right. Are you building an AR for me, Michael Dunn? Okay. Let me get through some more comments, because I still have my whole list of things I want to talk to you guys about too tonight. Affordable Armory says he's never shot that target. He's got to get a date first. Oh my gosh. Okay. There it is. We have a new focus on this channel. Not only are we talking about guns and reloading and Second Amendment, well, we have some eligible bachelors on this channel. So, you're all getting to know each other. We're all a big family here. If any of you know the perfect girl for our eligible bachelors, make sure you set them up. but they better be good, because if it fails, if it's not a good thing, Jenny J 1911 is going to come after you. So don't be disappointing any of my subscribers. Okay. All right. So wheel gun Jenny, great idea. Yeah. Cowboy Jeff thinks that's a great idea. Some of these comments I can't read out loud, but I'm trusting that you guys read them to yourselves. Gun Websites is here. So, okay, 2 things for gun websites. So first of all, I'm actually just going to highlight Gun Websites comment here. So Gun Websites says, YouTube says they need to delete more than 1 million spam channels each day. Weird things happen at such a large scale. Wow. 1 million spam. So how many people does it take to come up with 1 million spam channels a day? I don't get it. Like, you don't have anything better to do with your time than make spam YouTube channels? So anyway, my second thing that I wanted to talk about, Gun Websites, is going to be a special guest on our show Tuesday night. So since they're here, I'll be able to tell you that. But anyway, yeah, so make sure you log in Tuesday night and be ready for a very lively, rip-roaring good time of a conversation between Gun Websites and Jenny J 1911. And then the following week, I actually have a person coming on who is, I think that a lot of you would probably know who he is. But I'm going to pull this up here real quick just so I don't say it wrong. So he is from Wheaton Arms. His name is Robbie, and he builds 1911s. So he's going to be on in a week and a half. So 2 weeks from this last Tuesday. So this next week will be Gun Websites, and then the week after that will be Robbie from Wheaton Arms, and we're going to talk about building 1911s. So excited. See, I told you I'm easy to please. Doesn't take much to excite me. So Hipparchus says that YouTube likes to unsubscribe him from certain people quite often. That's good to know. And that's just crazy. I don't know. MCF says, I gotta highlight this one too. It cracks me up. Jenny J 1911 can eat after the range because her blood type is PB positive. She's a universal lead donor. I have lead in my blood. My blood type is lead. That's awesome. I actually had, that actually could be very useful, right? Where can we get D-lead soap and laundry detergent? Mark, that is a fantastic question. Luckily for you, I know the person to ask. And so you know what? I am going to find out for you. And I am going to write this down right now to email Josh and ask where they get D-lead. And I will let you guys know. Because, yeah, I mean, probably if you Google it, I would imagine you could find it. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure where they get it from. Like I said, it looked like they kind of got it in bulk, but I'm sure you could get it not in bulk too. So, let's see. Okay. Let's see. Brian's Custom Canvas says Fridays work way better for him. So yeah, I feel like Fridays do work better for a lot of people, even though I do it a little bit later. Just because, you don't have all the other stuff going on, like work, getting up the next morning necessarily for work. And I know some people do get up the next morning for work too, but Michael Dunn says, I ain't good at math. So what's 10 times 100? Michael Dunn, I'm going to give you a little math lesson. All you have to do is multiply your first numbers, which is 1 and 1. Okay, so what's 1 times 1? 1. Now count how many zeros you have between your 10 and your 100. That's 3 zeros. So it's going to be 1 and 3 zeros. So how many would that be? There you go. There's your math lesson for the day, Michael Dunn. There will be a quiz tomorrow. Okay. I'm going to try to jog down through these comments. MCF says, hats? There's merch? Yes. Of course there's merch. I know. It's crazy. Whoever would have thought? I made my first video on February 11th of this year, February 11th. On February 11th, I had just gotten back from my ice climbing trip when we went on our ice climbing honeymoon. I never, ever in a million years, when I was climbing up those frozen waterfalls, thought to myself, you know what? In a few months, I'm going to have this YouTube channel and I'm going to be talking about shooting and reloading, and I'm going to have subscribers from literally around the world. I've got subscribers in Australia. I have subscribers in South Africa, England, Germany. I'm trying to remember all the countries. My YouTube analytics shows me all the countries that I have people come in from. And I mean, literally subscribers and viewers from around the world. And merch, I never would have imagined. And this has all just been mind-blowing. And it's so crazy because, well, I have to tell you a story. I went out to Eagle Armory, which you guys hear me talk about a lot. So we filmed a video out there this last week because I want you guys to be able to see the places I like to go in the area. And so we went out to Eagle and we were setting up the cameras and the mics and all that. And there was a man standing over by the cash register. And he was standing there for quite a while. And I noticed he was standing there talking to one of my favorite workers out there, Ken. And if Ken's not on here tonight, I'm going to give him a hard time next time I see him at Eagle, because sometimes he'll get in here and he'll chime in on the chats, but sometimes he doesn't, and then I give him a hard time for not being here. So anyway, this guy was talking to Ken, and after a little bit, right before we're getting ready to record, this guy comes up, and I was standing behind the gun counter. I was standing on the cool people side of the gun counter. And so I'm standing behind the gun counter, and up walks this gentleman, and he says, "Hi, I just wanted to introduce myself to you. I watch your videos and I love what you're doing. And, I just want to tell you, keep it up. And, it's just really, really neat to be able to meet you." And I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, I never in a million years would have thought I would go places and people would recognize me because they've seen me on YouTube. It just still blows my mind. So yeah, anyway, we did this Eagle video and super excited to bring that one to you guys. It's kind of in a series. I've got several gun shops and ranges that we've done. And so I have an order that I'm going to be posting them in for the series. And so my first one is actually going to be Gateway, and then it goes from there. So you guys will have to watch for that series. And I hope that, you guys like it and see some places on there that you think are cool. And maybe if you're ever passing through the area, you might decide to stop in. Who knows? Maybe I'll be there hanging out. And then you'll be like, hey, I know you. Hello, it's me says, hopefully those hats fit my big watermelon head. That just means you're super smart and you have big brains. Hello, it's me. I'm sure they'll fit. They're very adjustable. So I wouldn't even worry about it. I'm sure you will be fine. And as soon as they come in, I bet you will be one of the first people to get a hat sent to you, and you'll order one and we'll get it sent off and you'll put it on your head and you'll be like, oh, it does fit my big watermelon head. So one size fits all, hopefully. Okay. MCF says, of course you're 45. That fits so perfectly. Looking around to see if I have any of I don't have any 45 bullets. No, I've got 9s right here, but yeah, I have my 45 ACP stuff out right now, but yes, it does fit perfectly, doesn't it? I know. And I turned 46 in like, what, 2 weeks? I'm going to be so sad because there's no cool caliber that's 46. So I won't get to be 45 ACP anymore. Or 45 long Colt. Not just a 45 ACP, but maybe a long Colt. Because those are, I don't know, arguably probably a little bit cooler than ACP even. So Cowboy Jeff, 45. What? You told me 25. I never said I was 25. No. Oh gosh, some of your comments, you guys just crack me up. Brian's Custom Canvas says Jenny's always physical with rock climbing, and that I think keeps youthful. Yeah, actually, I don't know. Let's see if I can get my shirt. I'm gonna have to readjust my camera real quick here. So my shirt says, I climb like a girl, try to keep up. That's my shirt tonight. So yeah, I do still like to climb. Don't get to do it as much, especially right now because it's like 100 degrees out every day, and I love climbing, but I don't love heat stroke. So, you know, not gonna go out and climb in 100-degree weather. MCF says, I've read Cinderella and I do not recall her having a glass 12 gauge. I certainly don't remember her dropping it on the stairs as she fled the ball. No, if I had a 12 gauge in my hands, I would not be dropping that. No, definitely not. Oh gosh. Okay. MCF says, I know the perfect girl for the J. Crew bachelors, but I already married her. Sorry, guys. Aw. What a nice, I hope MCF, okay. You know what I'm going to do? I want you to take out your phone right now, and I want you to take a picture. I just highlighted your comment, and you can take a picture of that, and you can say, look, I love you so much. I'm bragging about you on YouTube. So, I mean, what wife wouldn't think that was just the sweetest thing to get mentioned on a gun channel? I think that's very romantic. All right. Hipparchus says, I know droves of single men, few single women. I know. It's so true. Like, I have so many like male friends and acquaintances who are great guys, and there just aren't enough good women, you know, like it's so hard. I don't know. I think one problem is a lot of women, unfortunately, I don't know, they don't know what they want. So that makes it hard for guys. And I say that as a woman, you know, I'm just being objective here. Okay. Critter. Okay, let me see if I can read Critter's comment here. I'll stick to being a curmudgeon, cranky old goat and will shoot anything coming to my door wearing a skirt. Well, Critter has priorities. Critter knows that happiness comes from many different places, and it doesn't have to be from a woman, or at least one wearing a skirt. So good for you, Critter. You keep that good attitude, buddy. I don't know. I mean, I know better than the rest of them. I'm sure I can be a pain in the tuchus too. So let's see. Oh, yay. Gun Website says that he's looking forward to the chat on Tuesday, and thank you for the invite. I am looking forward to it too. I think it's going to be so much fun. Cowboy Chef, don't look at it for finding dates. I'm married and not allowed to talk to girls. Yeah, that's right. Good boy. Very good boy. Affordable Armory says you're having Robbie Wheaton on. Cool. I met him recently. Great guy, very knowledgeable. Yes. I saw him. I don't even remember what I saw him on. I saw him on somebody's YouTube video, and I was like, whoa, this guy he custom builds 1911s. I gotta have him on my show. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm glad you guys are excited by that too. I think it's gonna be really, really cool. Michael Dunn says, wow, she's a great teacher. Was that because of my superb math lesson? That works for numbers other than just 1 times 1 too, just so you know. Let's see. MCF wants a Jenny J 1911 water bottle koozie. Well, I'm going to have to look into those. Oh, and we are going to have patches too. So, you know, we talked about that this last Tuesday. We're going to have patches. I think they're going to be embroidered. I like the embroidered ones better. So I think they represent me a little better. I just heard from good authority. I haven't gotten down to those comments yet, but I just heard from good authority that Walter Bunning is on. Mr. Bunning, it's so great to see you. Did somebody tip Mr. Bunning off that we were talking about him? Or Mr. Bunning, were your ears burning? Because we were just discussing you. And I was wondering how you were doing. And actually, I saw that you've been posting some videos again lately. So if you guys haven't done it, make sure you check out Walter Bunning's channel on YouTube. Give him some love. Go over there and, you know, check out his newest content. Michael Dunn says, how cool would it be having a 1911 with Jenny J 1911 engraved on it? I would die. I mean, I can't think of anything cooler than that. I really can't. I mean, what would be cooler than having a 1911 engraved with Jenny J 1911? I mean, that's it. That is like the maximum level of cool right there. I can't think of anything better. MCF says, a shirt that says Jenny J 1911 could climb a mountain, river raft back down, and still shoot 25 out of 50 clays. What's your excuse? I love it. That's really good. I'm going to have to write that one down. I like that. That's very cool. Oh yeah, Brian's Custom Canvas says 460. That's true, but I'm not going to be 460 years old. So, and let's try to remember that. If Dennis is on here, Dennis, I am not 460 years old, just so you know. Oh man. Yes, there's Walter Bunning's comment. Okay. Yo, Jenny girl and crew. I'm late as usual, but wanted to say hey. Well, Walter, we're very glad you're here. We're glad you're here and that you're doing well. Reese likes the word tuchus. Well, you know, I'm trying to keep things appropriate on here. And, you know, Tookus seems like the best way to describe that. So, MCF, Jenny J 1911 shouted you out in your absence. You must be famous. Yes, about Walter Bunning. Yep, he is famous. And in fact, that's why Walter Bunning was my very first live guest that I had. So, I mean, I knew fame when I saw it, and I had to reach out and hitch my wagon onto that Walter Bunning fame. So, Bending Ballistics wants a patch. Okay, awesome. So yeah, patches seem to be a big thing. I didn't even think about it until, I don't know, one of you guys suggested it one time. So, let's see. Mark Thomas says he'd settle for a hat with Jenny J 1911 on it. Yeah. Well, they're coming. They are coming. Hopefully any day now. When we ordered our first batch of hats, I want to say it took 2 weeks. So, not sure. MCF just donated $5 to my super chat. I always get confused. If I click on it, does it say? Come on, folks. Join the donate wave. Aw, thank you so much, MCF. You are so, so sweet. Thank you. And I think I saw earlier, it looks like possibly, perhaps, Reese has become a member. So, Reese, thank you so much for that. I need to go check this out. So I have a second computer screen here to try to keep tabs on everything. And I just can't because, talking, multitasking, I don't know, it's sometimes not a good combination. Let's see, while I'm at it. Oh, so we have 30 votes on our poll now. Holy cow. Dinner is 47%. Romance is 30%. Drinks 20%. And home 3%. Wow, very awesome. That's really cool. Okay, so I'm trying to find. All right. Oh my gosh, you guys, I look down at my other computer and I look up and my screen is turning green. You guys, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my gosh, Michael Dunn, I swear, Michael Dunn, every time he gets on a live, he's putting money out there. Michael Dunn, thank you so much. Drew Bradley, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Drew Bradley's comment for the teacher, in case I get a check mark after my name, brownie points. Very smart. Oh my gosh. Affordable Armory. That's right. Affordable Armory was my first and Walter was my second. Thank you. I stand corrected, Affordable Armory. That's right. We had such a good time. And then Affordable Armory turned around and had me on his channel on a live. And it was just like, it was so cool. And, such a nice guy. If you guys didn't watch, those lives are posted, I don't know, way back of my videos. But yeah, if you ever want to check out what our first lives looked like, Walter Bunning and Affordable Armory, and both really fun, easy interviews. I don't know. I don't even remember if I said anything intelligible in those, or if I was just so I don't know what to do on a live. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Let's see. See, MCF now. MCF is giving you guys a shout out to. Oh, hey, and I've got a couple new subscribers on my channel, so my number's going up. Now, I will tell you, YouTube Studio, right now, my YouTube Studio says I have 1,881 subscribers, but I know for a fact that my YouTube studio count is usually about 2 or 3 behind what the actual count is. So I probably have about 1,883 or 84 subscribers. So that's pretty cool too. Because, you know, I love seeing those numbers go up, and that is just really, really cool. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute here. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh, okay. So, Cowboy Jeff, I have an expanding member list. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. You guys are gonna, sometimes you guys make me almost on the verge of tears. Like, seriously. So okay, MCF now. Dominion DS, who is my friend, my buddy that sold me the Ruger Blackhawk, and then now has been trying to help me find a shotgun. And he has been coming on. He is actually a clay shooter, like he shoots trap and skeet. Very, very knowledgeable and a really great guy to get advice from. He just became a member. Slide Rack is a member. Reese is a member. Jeffrey Lunsford is a member. Oh my gosh, you guys. Thank you so much. I can't believe. See, it makes me lose my voice even. You guys are just amazing. Amazing. I will never understand it. I will never understand why I get on here and talk about pretty much nothing. And you guys just continue to support me. And it's just amazing. You guys are amazing. Just to lighten the mood a little bit, I have to highlight AR Gun's comment here. Happiness is a warm gun. I couldn't say it better. That is so true. Happiness is a warm gun. I noticed last night when I was shooting at the trap meet, Michael Dunn is a new member. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Michael Dunn. I noticed last night at the trap meet that, I could feel my gun getting warm. It helps. I'm standing out in 100-degree blazing sun too, but it's the barrel's getting warm. And I was like, this is so awesome. I love that I'm shooting so much that my gun is hot. I mean, that's a really great feeling. So AR Guns, yes, I couldn't agree with you more. Michael Dunn shared this live to a gun group. Wow. Michael Dunn. Oh my gosh. You guys, I cannot express to you how much I want to give away this press. I am so excited because, I went and talked to Full Circle about it. I said, look, my goal is to get 5,000 subscribers. Now, mind you, I never even imagined I would have 100 subscribers. The fact that I'm even entertaining the notion that I could have 5,000 subscribers someday is just mind-blowing. I'm absolutely mind-blowing. And so, when we first started talking, my husband and I first started talking about what can we do for, something really monumental for this big achievement. And he said, it'd be really cool if you could give away a reloading press. And so we actually, we poured through presses. We were like, what would be the best one to give to our subscribers? And, or, to one subscriber, not all of you, sorry. And we just thought, what is more Jenny J 1911 than this 550? I mean, you guys know this is the press you've seen me cut my teeth on. And this is just, I don't know. So we thought, okay, it just can't be anything else. It cannot be anything else other than a Dillon, other than the 550C, because that's what I've learned to reload on. And just be perfect for you guys. So, went to Full Circle and I said, hey, here's what we want to do. And so I am just so stoked to be able to order the 550C once, we're getting close to that 5,000 mark. I'm going to get that order put in, and so excited to be able to draw that name and see which of you gets it, because it's going to be really, really cool. So, okay, I'm going to hop back over here to the comments. BS. Good evening to you. That's actually a great screen name. MCF says he saw 4 people sub at the beginning. Wow. Yeah, I see, and I miss so much. And I know I never ever mean to slight anybody by missing comments and missing stuff, but things pop up on my screen so fast, and I try so hard to keep up with them and yet still talk to you guys. You guys don't want to sit and watch me just read my screen. So, and really, I just want to talk to you guys, and so I never mean to miss any comments or things like, people donating in super chats or subscribing or becoming members or any of that. I never mean to miss a single one of those things, or, maybe somebody new popping on and saying hi. Never mean to miss anybody, but it does happen. And I hope you can all understand that I try my best. I do definitely try my best to get through everybody. Oh yes, Bending Ballistics has invited me to be on his channel, so we're gonna do a live. I'm assuming it's a live, right? Right, Bending Ballistics. I'm gonna do a live with him on Sunday night, so you guys will have to check his channel out, and I will be on there. So that'll be pretty cool too, and can't wait to see what that discussion entails. I have a funny feeling we'll talk a little bit about trap since that's kind of my new thing. And yeah, you guys will just you'll have to tune in and see what we talk about. Michael Dunn says that when he wins the Dylan, he wants the roller handle on it. Well, I tell you what, Michael Dunn, I will do one even better for you. You will get not 1, but 2 ball handles. How's that for a deal? You'll get the already enclosed ball handle, and you'll get a second ball handle. It's like when you order My Pillow, right? You buy 1 My Pillow and we'll throw in a second My Pillow for free. Oh man. Let's see. Oh, so many comments. Todd Gillison, your live chats are great the way that you're doing it. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Michael Dunn says I can make the chat slower. It slows the chat down a lot. Do I want to do that? I mean, I don't want to like have you guys miss stuff because what I notice is you guys all have conversations with each other too. While I'm talking, you guys are exchanging information too. And I love that, because at the end of the day, this is all about networking, right? We are all trying to network and, find like-minded people, give each other advice and tips, and hey, here's where we can find some primers or whatever. I love seeing you guys talk with each other. So that's really, really cool. So Bending Ballistic says, if I win it, donate it to your bench and start a second press. Oh, well, I know our plan is and I've said it before, we're going to get to 750 eventually. So, that's the next thing, 750 with a case feeder. Oh my gosh. And so the plan is we get to 750 and we're going to just have that set up for 9s, since that's what we load the most of. And then we'll use the 550 for loading all of our other stuff, the 45 ACP, 45 long Colt, 38 special, 357, whatever we happen to be loading, that's going to get loaded on the 550, and the 750 will be dedicated solely to our 9mm. So, okay, a couple more things I'm going to talk about. We're approaching an hour and a half, and I know you guys always bully me into trying to get up to 2 hours. You always do say all these things, make me get distracted, and I get sidetracked easily, and then I don't talk about my stuff on my cards, and you're just trying to get me get 2 hours. So tomorrow, I have to tell you all, well, I'm going to give you a little hint. It's going to be a surprise, kind of. I am filming a video that I'm very, 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 very excited about tomorrow. I'm going to be shooting a gun, a pistol. It is, I'm not going to tell you what it is. I want you to guess. So it's a gun that some of you may not have even heard of yet. And if you have heard of it, you're going to be like, whoa, where did you get your hands on one of those? So I'm going to be shooting that tomorrow. Shooting, like actually shooting the gun, not just shooting the video. We're also shooting the video. I'm going to be shooting the gun for the first time and shooting the video tomorrow. And hopefully I will get all the editing done. My goal is to get all the editing done and get it posted tomorrow night on YouTube. So make sure you're looking for it. The last hint I'm going to give you is that the first letter of this gun, of the name of this gun, is one of the first letters of the alphabet. The last letter of the name of this gun is one of the last letters of the alphabet. Okay? So the first letter is within the first 3 letters. The last letter is within the last 3 letters of the alphabet. That's the only other hint I'm going to give you. So make sure you click on like the notifications, you subscribe, click on, I think there's a bell or something, click on the notifications and watch for that video to come out tomorrow night. I am so, so, so excited to shoot this gun. And I'll tell you more about it tomorrow. I'll tell you where I was able to get this gun, and yeah, I think you guys are going to love it. So I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. I also wanted to tell you guys about the meet and greet. I've mentioned it before, but we are going to be doing a Jenny J 1911 meet and greet at Gateway Gun Club. And the date will be forthcoming, but we've actually decided to turn it into a family day. So what we're aiming to do, and this was, I was approached by Gateway to have a meet and greet, and I was like, meet and greet Jenny J, like who would want to do that? Why would anybody want to do that? But what we've decided to do to try to get more people out there for me to meet, we're going to turn it into a family day, and we're going to have people come out, people that have never even gotten to shoot before will get to shoot. And we're aiming to turn this into a good sized thing. And some, we have, like the youth shooters, trap shooters from Gateway. They have volunteered to help us with other like youth shooters so that the youth can get the opportunity to shoot for the first time, because as we all know, the youth shooting community is our future. I mean, we need to do everything we can to help them get started. And, there are going to be kids. There are kids right now sitting at home on a Friday night who won't even know that in a couple of months, they might have an opportunity to learn how to use a firearm, and they'll enjoy it, and they might want to shoot trap or whatever. So, you know, I really want to use that time to be able to encourage our youth shooters to be able to do that. Affordable Armory guest Shadow 2. I think he's thinking CZ. That's actually a really valid guess because C is in the first 3 letters, Z is in the last 3 letters, but that's not it. So I'm sorry, you're wrong. Let's see. Cowboy Jeff 1911. Do I already own one? I don't think you do. I don't think you do. Michael Dunn asks, when are you coming back to Minnesota? I don't know. You know what? I wish I could go tomorrow because I'm sure it feels so much better up there right now than it does here. Benny Ballistics, you sent me a link to to my Instagram for Sunday. Awesome. I will make sure and check that out. Oh my gosh, Brian's custom canvas. How did you remember that? Huge brownie points to you. He remembered somehow that I really like the CZ Shadow 2 with blue handles. Wow. You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to give you guys a quiz one of these days, a Jenny J quiz, and just see how much you remember about all the weird little facts I've ever told you about me. Yep, Reese says CZ too. It's not a CZ, but I didn't even think about that being a possibility, but that is, and it's not it. Let's see. Keith Gregory, hey, good to see you. He says you're kidding us. We know it's a Glock. No, it is definitely not a Glock. That doesn't even fit in the parameters of the riddle, Keith Gregory. It's not it. Oh, yeah. So back to the gateway thing. If there's anybody in the area who would like to volunteer to help with that day, that would be really, really cool. I asked Dennis tonight, I said, hey, Dennis, since you confused me with a 60-year-old woman, no, I didn't say that, but I did give him a hard time about it all night. I did say, Dennis, for the Jenny J meet and greet, are you going to be my bodyguard? And he just laughed and laughed and laughed, probably because he was like, bodyguard from what? So I just heard a rumor. I must have missed a comment, but apparently MCF just gifted 10 memberships. MCF, what? Oh my gosh. Sorry, I got a little excited. You've done that twice? MCF. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh my gosh. You guys, how cool. How cool is MCF? I think, you know what I'm going to do? MCF, I don't really know who you are, but I say let's make MCF president of the United States. I mean, why not? That would be, you know, I think MCF would have the answer to everything. MCF is an incredible human being, and what better person to run our country? So MCF donated 20 memberships the first time and 10 the second time. Oh my gosh, you guys, do you understand what's happening here? Oh my gosh. Wow. I just don't even have words for this. Wow. That's MCF, thank you so much. Thank you. I feel like I need to give you something. That's really, really amazing. You're amazing. Oh my gosh, you guys. Now I'm speechless. Everybody take a screenshot right now. This is Jenny J speechless. So That doesn't happen very much. Wow. Okay. I just don't even know where to go from here. I see now, okay, you know, some people ugly cry. I ugly smile. And when you guys do this kind of stuff, MCF, you're making me ugly smile. So stop. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wow. This is I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep tonight. I'm so excited. I don't even have any ice cream to celebrate. Wow. I'm gonna have to like run down the street to Walgreens if they're still open. No, they're closed. It's 10:36. I'm gonna have to, I don't know, maybe I'll have to go to Waffle House for breakfast or something. I mean, who doesn't love Waffle House, right? It is right around the corner from my house. So okay, well, I guess I'm gonna try to get through some comments here because yes, Drew Bradley says, well done, MCF. Oh my gosh. Wow. It's random. Okay, I wondered. So YouTube randomly selects the people that get memberships. Oh my gosh. That is so crazy. So yeah, I had no idea that you could even gift memberships. I mean, so MCF, you know so much. You know so much, and I know nothing. MCF, maybe you just need to like write a little Jenny J cheat sheet and just tell me all the things I need to know. Cause yeah, Reese just said MCF did it 2 times. Yeah, my husband was like writing me notes too, saying, oh my gosh, you know, because he knows that I struggle to keep up and get distracted by the squirrels and don't get to see all the comments sometimes. So, wow. Okay. Oh, Michael Dunn. Michael Dunn says Jenny for vice president. Look at my eyes. See, you guys are making me tear up. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's Benning Ballistics. Yeah. Oh, trust me. MCF, you're hitting a cup. I mean, I feel like I need to send him my press. I mean, oh my gosh, you guys are too much. Seriously. I can't even. Wow. Michael Dunn says, where's the apple? Benny Melissix, AA, you have to click on the receive gift and click allow. Okay. On this, Reese says, on this day at this time, Jenny J was speechless. Yeah. Yes. A very rare thing. And my poor new coworkers at my new job, I think they're like, I have a coworker named Keith, and he was telling me he has a son who's very social. And he was telling me about, you know, how his son is very social. And I haven't actually gotten to meet that son yet, but he also works at our same company. And anyway, he said he can talk to anybody just like me. Keith was saying this, that, you know, his son can talk to anybody just like Keith can talk to anybody. And I said, oh yeah, you know, I can talk to most people too. And Keith was like, yes, you can. You talk to everybody. Like you talk. He basically was like, you talk all the time. It's not true. I don't talk all the time. I know when to be quiet sometimes because you have to learn how to read people's body language, and sometimes they just want you to shut up. So yeah, that's very important to know too. Gun Website says, I did not know that was a thing. I didn't either, Gun Websites. So That's really cool. Brian's Custom Canvas says, no ugly smiles. We talked about this. Well, I just can't help it sometimes. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Keith Gregory says that was pretty cool. Yeah. I agree. That's probably about the coolest thing I have seen. I don't know, in a very long time. Okay, so MCF says the donated memberships should stay in the channel for the next live stream. So you should be able to Google how to accept gifts before the next one if you miss it this time. Okay. That is so awesome. So MCF, do you know, do the memberships go only to the people that are in this live stream, or do they go to anybody who has subscribed to my channel? So, Reese says, Jenny talks to internet strangers. I did, Reese. I talked to you. I talked to you in Houston. So, yeah, I do. Yeah, Michael Dunn says, no, she's talking to herself. I do that. Yeah, I honestly, like, I do that too. I mean, sometimes I'm my own best listener, right? Drew Bradley says, don't you dare cry. I delivered a lost bull terrier 70 miles today that I found and had to watch her cry getting her doggy back. Dang near breaks me in half watching a female cry. So don't, LOL. Okay. All right. Okay. So MCF says yes, only to the people in the stream, I believe. Okay. That is very, very cool. Yeah, that's super cool. So I still have one card of stuff that I'm going to get to. I'm just going to go quick because, you know, we've been on here an hour and 40 minutes. And I know you guys are probably, some people, you know, we only have 17 people on right now. We had like 24 or something at once a little bit ago. So people are getting bored and I see that, and, you know, we don't have to stay on too long. So, okay. So I was going to ask you guys, first of all, what your favorite John Wayne movie is, because last week we were on vacation, and one of the things we did was watch John Wayne movies. And I think that anybody that likes to shoot any rifle or wheel gun, or, you know, anything that would be considered a Western style gun, probably likes John Wayne movies. And so, you know, I love my revolvers. And so I love watching John Wayne movies. Actually, I just watched my first John Wayne movie last week. Probably when I was a kid, my dad probably tried to get me to watch John Wayne movies, and I probably didn't because I was a silly kid. But now this last week, my husband was like, you have to watch this John Wayne movie, McClintock. And we watched it, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is like seriously one of the best movies I've ever watched. It just was so much fun. And so we ended up watching, I don't know, a handful of other John Wayne movies. We also watched Lonesome Dove, and I had never watched Lonesome Dove before, and I was so sad that it was over. Like, I just wanted it to keep going. It was the same feeling you get when you read a really good book and you don't want that book to end, and Lonesome Dove ended, and I was like, no, I don't want it to end because it was so good. And so, yeah, now I'm interested. I talk about John Wayne movies and Lonesome Dove to anybody who will listen. So, Rio Bravo, we watched that one. Reese, we watched that one last week. And we did not get to watch True Grit yet, but I do want to watch that one. Let's see. Michael Dunn says 5 hours to go. No. I would not have any voice left in 5 hours. Cowboy Jeff says, we are family, not strangers. I agree with that. I totally agree. I had a Brazilian exchange student. I've had some exchange students. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that before, but I had a Finnish exchange student. I had a Brazilian exchange student. I had a German exchange student, and I had a Danish exchange student. And, these exchange students come over, I can't say over because Brazil, she came up, but they come here the Brazilian was here for 6 months, and the rest of them usually come for a year. So anyway, she used to always do this thing after she left and she went back to Brazil. Her name was Duda. And when she went back to Brazil, she would send pictures, selfies of herself doing this. And I was always like, wow. At first I was like, what does that mean? Why is she doing that? And I thought, must be some Brazilian thing. And then I realized, what is that? It's half a heart, right? You can make a whole heart. So Cowboy Jeff says, we're family, not strangers. So I say, yeah, love. Oh geez. Brian's custom canvas says, it's Friday. I'm game. You're game for 5 hours. Oh, Brian, I don't know about that. Okay. So Mr. Q, Mick Q. Fill your hand, you son of a bitch. Yeah, that's see, we all love John Wayne movies. I mean, and how adorable is he? Like, from a girl's standpoint, I just think he's so adorable. John Wayne is just an adorable guy. Like, I don't know, seeing him in those movies, and he's always kind of the same, but I don't know. He just seems like he would have been a really, really cool guy to know. So, let's see. Michael Dunn, you have never watched a movie. Michael Dunn, I thought you cared about your grade in this class. So, your homework, Michael Dunn, is to watch a John Wayne movie and report back to me. I expect a full report, at least 2 pages. Okay? Make sure you check your grammar, your spelling, your punctuation. Check your paragraph structure. I want every paragraph indented. I would like it in 12-point font. Arial is preferable, please. Make sure that you title your paper and give your honest opinion about the movie that you watch. So, and for any of you other people that haven't watched a John Wayne movie, remember people used to do this? Tisk, tisk, tisk. I don't even know what that is. Like, is that supposed to be like starting a fire, like rubbing sticks together? I don't know. I never understood that. But so if you haven't watched a John Wayne movie, okay, anybody who hasn't, go watch one. I would recommend McClintock just because it's funny. It is darn funny. And there's a scene where he turns his wife over his knee and spanks her with a I don't know, little shovel thing, or I don't know, what is it, like maybe like one of those fireplace, I don't know what it was. Anyway, it was hilarious. You gotta see it to really appreciate it. But Affordable Armory says, nope, not telling my favorite John Wayne movie. That's worthy of its own hour-long chat. All right, Affordable Armory, I'm holding you to it. True Grit. See, I think that's got to be a goal for this weekend, I think, is watching True Grit. The Shootist, we did watch that one. The Cowboys. Oh yeah, the Cowboys, Stephen Hall. We watched that one too. That one was really good. Gunsmoke. Haven't seen that. Yes. John Wayne was in like 170 movies and TV shows. I know. Isn't that crazy? I mean, oh yeah. No, I know Affordable Armory. I know that Lonesome Dove is not John Wayne, that it's Robert Duvall, and Tommy Lee was in that too, but I know. It just, because it's, a Western, I was branching off into it was a segue or a side note. So, but if you guys haven't seen Lonesome Dove, you need to watch that too. Also very good. Let's see. Sands of Iwo Jima. Oh yeah, I haven't seen that one. Rawhide, haven't seen that one. Broken Trail, not John Wayne, but it's a Western, I'm guessing. Let's see. MCF says, Danish. Now, I'm not talking about the pastry. I'm talking about the actual people. Does Hee Haw count as a Western? Drew Bradley wants to know. Okay. I used to watch Hee Haw every Friday. Was it Friday night? No, Saturday night, I think. Friday night was Dukes of Hazzard. Saturday night was Hee Haw, right? When I was a kid, Dukes of Hazzard, and I think what else was on? Friday night was also Magnum PI night. Let's see, Saturday night. I remember watching Hee Haw. What else was on Saturday night that I used to watch? I don't remember now. That was a long time ago. I have slept since then. Keith Gregory, John Wayne versus Clint Eastwood. Oh, now that's going to start a real debate, I think. Oh, Reese and Ash Shovel. Yes, that's what I was thinking. Michael Dunn wants somebody to do his homework for him. MCF says, if you have never seen a John Wayne movie, you're at risk of having your man card revoked. So, MCF, does that mean I have a man card now? I mean, whatever. I wouldn't turn down having a man card. I don't know. I like doing the cool stuff that guys do. I grew up like with trains and stuff. My dad had that steam engine, so I like doing that kind of stuff. Mark Nemeth says date night. Yes. LOL. Cowboy Jeff. Yes, I give very detailed report expectations. That's why it was always frustrating when students wouldn't adhere to those and they would turn in all kinds of hibbity hobbity yuckiness because, like I'm telling you exactly what to do. It's not hard. I'm giving you the exact expectations and parameters. So I don't know why that's hard. Oh, Little House on the Prairie, Drew Bradley says. Oh, yes. I watch that every day after school. Little House on the Prairie and Leave It to Beaver. In fact, I don't know if Carter Haywood is still on here or not, but Carter will tell you one thing I used to show in class a lot was the Andy Griffith Show. And I would pull up my Netflix account. I don't have Netflix anymore. I'm mad at Netflix, so got rid of my Netflix account. But anyway, I used to pull up the Andy Griffith Show, and we used to watch that in school with, my students at the end of the day, just like, once we got all the work done, and we'd be like, okay, time to unwind, get packed up, get the room cleaned up, and I'm going to turn on Andy Griffith. And you would not believe how many kids, well, it's believable how many kids have never seen it before, because, that's just not a thing that's on anymore. But when I started showing Andy Griffith to those kids, they loved it. They loved Andy Griffith, and they got the humor, not all of it, but they did get a lot of the humor, and they would laugh. Like, they would out loud laugh at Andy Griffith. And I don't know, I always just thought that was really cool that they probably went home and told their parents or teachers letting us watch Andy Griffith, and I'm sure the parents didn't appreciate that, but whatever. Reese says Andy Griffith was quality TV. I agree. Affordable Armory says we can definitely be movie/TV friends. Exactly. Ryan D, good to see you. What's the one they're all saying good night at the end? That would be the Waltons, where they're like turning the lights out in the house. On it was on the Waltons. So they'd be like, good night, Ma, good night, Pa, good night, Jim Bob. I don't remember all the characters' names now, but yeah, that was a great show too. I used to watch that one. Yep, Stephen Hall says the Waltons. The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance. Go watch it. Okay. I will have to add that to my list. Okay. Well, I am going to sign off just short of 2 hours, but by the time I say goodbye and goodnight, it'll be 2 hours. So I need to go get my beauty rest because I got to go shoot that mysterious mystery gun tomorrow that I didn't tell you guys what it was. Actually, I have it written down on one of my cards. So when I flashed my cards earlier, if anybody went through frame by frame and looked at my cards, you'd probably see what it was. I'm not suggesting you take the time to do that. The video will be up tomorrow night. You can watch it then. And, don't knock yourselves out trying to figure it out. It's not that big a deal, but it's going to be cool. I think you guys are going to like it. So it was great to see all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you for the people who've donated. MCF, thank you so much for bringing so many people into our circle. And, I really appreciate every one of you. I appreciate this conversation. I appreciate this community and this family, and each and every one of you. So until we all talk again, make sure you check out Bending Ballistics on Sunday night, where I will be on that. And then, like I said, Tuesday night, I will have gun websites on. And then the following Tuesday, I will have Robbie Wheaton on, and Robbie from Wheaton Arms on, and keep watching for the videos. And if you guys need anything, let me know. But I look forward to talking to you all again soon.